thank the stars I chose, the one that led to you. Bring the unexplored, the reckless and the new, 'cause nothing scares me anymore. How the sun lights up the moon, wax or wane, I know I'll see you soon. Ooh, I do. Ooh, tonight I fly away with you and leave the land behind me. Our eyes illuminated by the silver lining. Two hearts, one sky, to the morning light. This is the dawn of our life. Life may bring us harder puzzles to resolve. Spinning, twisting, we'll be shining through it all. A warmer summer brings us brighter leaves in fall. My future's never looked so bright. How the sun lights up the moon, wax or wane, I know I'll see you soon. Ooh, I do. Ooh, tonight I fly away with you and leave the land behind me. Our eyes illuminated by the silver lining. Two hearts, one sky, to the morning light. This is the dawn of our life. Tonight I fly away with you and leave the land behind me. Our eyes illuminated by the silver lining. Two hearts, one sky, to the morning light. This is the dawn. This is the dawn of our life.
Okay. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm bored. That's why. Be watching it. I'm going to be watching this anyway, so I might as well stream it, right? All right. Bump this music back up. Hold on. There we go. Somewhere around there. Why? As soon as I did this, it decided, F1 TV decided that I was not going to be able to watch it. There we go. Now we're back on. Got the pre-race show on. I mean, there's nothing happening right now. I mean, obviously, it's just waffling on. Just some good old waffle going on. Let's see here. On Twitter, we have Williams getting reported for doing a no-no and not giving their camera data, their SD cards to their cameras from Melbourne or something to the FIA. So that's kind of that's kind of all there is for that. That's like the only news there. Yeah, and it's literally the only news I have now. Yeah. That's all the news there is in terms of that. In terms of starting grid, in terms of the starting grid, Nico Hulkenberg is starting from the pit lane. So he will have a pit lane start. And then other than that, I think other than that, everything else is happened the same. So he qualified. I mean, what? He qualified 19, right? So the only person that benefits is Lawson, right? So yeah, Lawson is starting P19 instead of P20 now. That's it. It's literally, that's it. That's literally all, like, that's all the news I have here. Other than the fact that we're 15 minutes from the start. So, yeah. And that my internet seems to be dying, so it's questionable on even if I'll be able to watch it at all, because it seems that my internet is not enjoying me trying to stream for whatever reason. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, it's not my internet is not a fan of me streaming this at the moment. You know what it is? I think I know what it is. It's because F1 TV is forcing me to watch at 4K. And so while I'm streaming and trying to watch this, I'm streaming at 1440p and getting force-fed 4K by F1 on my 1080p monitor. You know what I can just, I'm just gonna pop open the feed from Multiviewer then, so that it's 1080p. So I can force it to be 1080p. So that way I can force it to be 1080p. Now I'm not getting force-fed 4K, and it's actually working. There we go. I have a 1080p monitor that I have it on. There's no point. There's 0 point in having in using 4K if it's a 1080p monitor for a freaking Formula One race. No, it's a Formula One race. I don't really care for 4K on this small of a monitor. 27-inch monitor at 1080p. I don't care enough for 4K on it. Yeah. All right. Oh, Jacques Villeneuve is on this. Let's turn this down just a tad bit more. Jacques Villeneuve is on the broadcast, F1 TV broadcast. Look at that. Good for him, I guess. All right. I mean, I have. What time is it? I mean, it's been 2 minutes since the last time I checked my watch. I'm that impatient. Don't open windows I don't want, Mr. Windows. Let me close out all these stupid notifications that I don't want. There we go. All right. Yeah, I mean, as far as like, I mean, the only big updates since qualifying is that Hulkenberg is starting from pit lane, and Williams got yelled at by the FIA or something. So yeah, I mean that's about it. Uh, I mean, it's all about speculating on. Oh, that clipped like crazy. It's all about speculating on what's gonna happen now, pretty much. Personally, I think. I mean, it's hard to say, but I think there's a good chance. I mean, we've seen that in terms of qualifying, it seems close. Do I think the McLarens are actually as slow as they are? No, not really. I think they're maybe not as fast as they were in Melbourne. Uh, but I I doubt that they are where they are. I think they could still confidently win both races. I mean, it was obvious Lando made a mistake, right? It was obvious Lando made a mistake, so he just went to the pit, gave up. It wasn't worth going to the line for him. Oscar, I mean, he was on it for the reason why he wasn't, on the front row or something. He's still starting. I mean, still starting P3, right? That's where he's starting, right? Let me look it up. He's still starting P3 though, right? So like, yeah, he's third on the grid. He's starting third on the grid. Whether or not Lando would have been on pole if he didn't make his mistake or not, he's not even that far behind. He's P6, right? Yeah, he's P6. So like 3 and 6. And I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if Oscar went ahead and won the race and Lando still made the podium. To be completely honest, I wouldn't be that surprised. My guess is Oscar's going to win with either Max or Lewis coming second, and then it'll be Oscar first, and then Max and Lewis will be one of them two will be 2 and 3. There's a chance George comes in and maybe Charles pokes a look at it, but I think the top 3 will stay the top 3, but I think Oscar will win the race. I think Lando will probably pip George off the start, if not off the start, within the first couple of laps, and then I think he'll battle with. And this is the reason why I don't think Charles will be, in the top 3 is because I think he'll be battling with Lando. I think Charles and Lando will probably be battling most of the race, while the top 3 will be battling for most of the race. And then I think Oscar will take the lead by a little bit by a pretty solid chunk. I can't get out of my mind, like the McLaren, like how fast they were in Melbourne in that one section of the race. I mean, there's just no way that he doesn't, like, the McLarens aren't still like clearly fastest, even with the rear wing updates, even with the rear wing, like the new rules for the rear wing. I mean, I just can't see how they're not still the fastest to me. My goodness, my glasses will not clean, and it's very much bothering me. Hello, kitty cat. I must have like some extra greasiness on my shirt, maybe. Not cleaning off my face grease. Well, not cleaning off my face grease very well right now. All right. But yeah. see here. What was it with the? So Williams have to pay a $50,000 I mean, 50,000 euro fine to the FIA because the team's cameras didn't have SD cards, so they didn't have footage to give to the FIA after Melbourne, is what it was. All right. So pretty much. And it's because they thought the SD cards came with the cameras. So Williams accidentally cheated. Oh my gosh, glasses are gonna bother me the entire time. Just getting worse. I need to stop cleaning them, but whatever. Yeah. I don't know where my cleaning spray is. Whatever. It's good enough. Still gonna bother me. But yeah. Pretty much. So they have to pay a fine. Okay. They had to pay a fine. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Cool. So they just had to pay the FIA 50K. A small 50K, obviously. As everyone knows, 50K is nothing to everyone, right? Yeah. All right. All right. In terms of race, okay, so I think Oscar will win. I think it'll be then Lewis and then Max. Then I'm gonna go with Charles, then Lando, then George. Yeah. Charles, Lando, George. I don't remember what the starting grid is. I don't remember what the starting grid is. Yeah, I don't actually remember what the starting grid is. I don't remember the starting grid. Who's fifth? Who's fifth? Who was fifth? Actually, I don't remember who was fifth place. Hold on. Starting fifth place again? I honestly don't even remember at this point. Let me pull up fifth place. What is Oh no, hold on. Yeah, I think Charles will be fourth. I meant sixth place. I think Charles fourth, Lando fifth. And then I think it'll be George, and then I think Antonelli will. That's a tough one to say. Antonelli, Tsunoda, and Albon all right there. I think Antonelli will finish ahead of both of them. I think the battle between Albon and Tsunoda is gonna be a fun one to watch this race. I think that'll be a fun little battle to watch that whole race. I mean, it was a pretty fun one to watch throughout Melbourne. Albon, Tsunoda, and Hamilton was pretty fun to watch throughout Melbourne. They had some good battles between each other. And then you have Stroll, Alonso. I would assume that Alonso would overtake Stroll at some point, but you never know. I think Behrman might be able to put some pressure on Alonso, but at the same time, I think Behrman put that Haas somewhere it should not have been in qualifying, so I think he's more likely to drop back than anything. Same with, but the Hadjar and Sainz, I think those are the guys to watch. They should they should probably make their way through the field of bad, considering where the teammates are. Bam. I am tired, but I don't want to drink coffee. Yeah, I mean, 11, right? So 2 minutes till race start. Yeah, it'll be fun. I think it'll be a fun race. It's gonna be a good race to watch. It's gonna be a good race to watch. Yeah, it'll be a good race to watch. The only problem is I don't have a place for I don't got the place to put my Twitters. Don't got the place to put my Twitters screens. I can't see how much people are making fun of drivers because they're not doing as good as they want them to do, even though that the people making fun of those drivers, including myself, would never be able to do what these drivers are doing. Alright. I also need live chat for my non-existent viewers to go right there. That's perfect. Except for the fact that every time I need to refresh Twitter, my live chat goes underneath Twitter. Because Twitter webpage is awful. I'm using my phone as my webcam, by the way. That's why I can't just have Twitter on my phone at the moment. Because, you know, then I wouldn't have a webcam to, you know, you wouldn't be able to see my disgusting face. Alright. Get audio up here a bit more. Alright. Audio up. Sorry, watch it. Oh, it decided that it wasn't gonna work again. Alright, come on. Reload. Wonderful. Yeah. Alright. I love technology. It's great. Never let me down once. We're starting the formation lap, and I am not even... There we go. And it's glitching. It's not working anymore. Alright. My internet is having a meltdown. My internet is having a meltdown. I mean, it's just on this computer that it's having a meltdown now. There we go. There we go. Alright. This is gonna be a fun start. I'm thinking chaos. I'm thinking chaos. That is what I'm thinking. I am thinking chaos. And I am hoping for chaos as well. I am hoping and wanting chaos right now. That is what I'm wanting and hoping for. Is just a little bit of chaos at the beginning. Not a crash. Not a bunch of crashes. Okay? Not crashes, just chaos. You know, maybe an off or two. You know, maybe a little bit of a push wide. You know, maybe Max or Lewis pushes each other's wide off track. You know, maybe someone further back. You know, a little argy bargy off track. Maybe it would be fun. You know, that could be quite fun. A little argy bargy. You know, into turn one. You know. Would be fun. Maybe a desperate driver from the backfield trying to prove themselves, one of the rookies, just goes a little too much and taps someone's rear right wheel, causing a puncture, you know. I don't know. Maybe George just decides to go full terrace mode and murder Max. Who knows? Just a little bit of chaos, though, you know. Just a little bit. All right. Let's see here. The Alpines coming around the corner. Oh, they're pointing. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. This is peak 2021 right here. They're pointing right at each other. Look at that. I love it. Have their cars aimed at each other pretty much. Let's do it. Let's do it. About to start. We have Lawson pulling up to his pit box now. Waiting for green flag. I think they're waiting for Hulkenberg to stop. Yep, green flag, waving. 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And it's a go. Here we go into turn 1. How are we going to go? Great start from Lewis. Oh, no challenge. Look at that. Lewis just kind of definitely takes it. George Russell takes a little bit of a poke at. Oh, Russell losing to Lando Norris almost immediately, as I predicted. Maybe. No. But Yuki Tsunoda overtaking Antonelli. There we go. Oh, there's a little bit of... Ooh, Norris almost just tapped off. Ooh, Yuki! Yuki's up in a P5. Oh, no, he's not. Not quite. He almost had Russell. Ooh, he almost took Russell as well. Oh, let's go. I thought Yuki had got him, so I wanted it so bad. Made a mistake. What does he drop down to? P9. Oh, all the way down to P9. That sucks. Gasly's up to 14th. That's pretty good. Where's Hadjar? Hadjar's dropped down one. Lewis Hamilton making a beautiful start, though. I mean, look at that. Yuki Tsunoda splitting the Mercedes. Lance Stroll in between Antonelli and Norris. Look at that. Ooh. Russell overtakes Charles Leclerc. This is good. This is a pretty solid start so far. Hulkenberg is now on the back of the pack at the end. Yep, just at the back of the pack. Right there. What do we have here? We have Antonelli looking like he's about to put up a move on Yuki. What do we have? I'm looking down at my onboards. What we got going on here? Absolutely nothing at the moment. I'm just kidding. Oh, Behrman's taking a little peek at Sainz. Didn't take it, though. It was a smart move to not to take it into the end of turn 1. Dude, Lando Norris with that mistake. That's going to cost... I mean, yeah. I mean, obviously it's going to cost him. But, like, that's a mistake you needed to not... That's a mistake that you don't want to make. That is a mistake you do not want to make at all. Let's see what we got going around the grid. Where's it? Verstappen is almost already out of DRS range from Hamilton there. Piastri is out of DRS range for Verstappen. So that's an interesting one on that one. Hamilton's now a second ahead of Verstappen, so that's... Wow. This is actually looking like it's going to be a Hamilton-Verstappen battle. This is going to be great. I'm happily going to be wrong. I thought Piastri was going to be battling with him too, though. Oh, Pierre Gasly making a move on Carlos Sainz. Does he keep it around the outside? No, he can't, but does he do the switchback? Not quite. Oh, Doohan's just crashed into somebody. Who is he fighting? Was that Ocon? He just touched Ocon rear right. I don't actually know if Ocon didn't get any damage, that doesn't look like, but Doohan definitely just tapped the rear right of, I think it was either Ocon or Hadjar. I think it was Ocon that he just dabbed into. Let me see. Yeah, it was Ocon that he touched. Antonelli's right on the back of Tsunoda now, who's not far behind Leclerc. He's not far behind Russell, which is good for Tsunoda. My goodness, that start was just... Dude, Lewis just covered Max immediately. Right in front of him. Wow. Yeah, right in front of him. All right. What do we have going on here? The seeming as of right now is kind of settling down. No one's really making any dive bombs at the moment. Just following, trying to get some moves up, ready to go. Oh, yeah. Wow. Lando, just seeing the replay of Lando's mistake there. Man, oh man. Just went wide, not really thinking it through correctly. Little replay, George's move on Leclerc. Pretty nice, good dive. It was a clean dive bomb. Let's see, what do we have here? Hulkenberg still not quite on the back of the pack. That he's not looking that great. He's not looking that great at the moment. I mean, let's see. I try to look around the field for the rest of it. I mean, it's looking like the bottom, like, what is that? Bortoleto down to Lawson is all kind of a pack there. I think no, that's Sainz down to Lawson. That's kind of a pack, isn't it? It's Verstappen is back into DRS range of Hamilton. Piastri is not doing well. Maybe McLaren maybe McLaren really is not where they should be. He's kind of losing more and more time. Hamilton is keeping his position as he can, best he can at the moment. He's doing pretty good at the moment. I mean, he's doing Lewis Hamilton things. I don't know if Piastri is just like holding on for at the moment and then maybe push later, but he's not necessarily like losing time to them, but he's also not he's not losing like a lot of time, I should say, but he's also not gaining at all. You know, he's not gaining at all. He's losing not a lot at the moment though. Lando is not making any headway on Stroll. He's just, yeah. I mean, it just seems to be a bit of a ginormous DRS train. It's just become its own like DRS train. Lawson's got a nice dive bomb onto Doohan. Almost went into the well. It was nice until he bumped into the side of him. It was nice until he bumped into he also almost smacked in the back of Ocon in the Haas there. Jeez, yeah, he kind of just tried to murder him, just about. What about everything? I mean, there's maybe Hadjar is about to overtake Bortoleto, is looking like. Got DRS, but so does Bortoleto. There he goes, going to go for the overtake. Doesn't quite have the top speed, but can he outbrake him? No, not quite. Oh, he's hanging in there. Oh, can't quite get him. Oh, this is such a broken stand. Holy cow. All right, Tsunoda seems to be losing a bit of time. Yeah, Tsunoda's like now losing time against Leclerc, dropping out of DRS from Leclerc. So I think Antonelli will probably have Tsunoda on the back straight, is my guess. I think everyone's just kind of holding on to their tires until the last couple laps, probably at this point. I just, yeah, I'm thinking the top like P10 down to P18 is going to be where the fun is going to be with this sprint race. Well, maybe not even that. Maybe like P12 down to be the fun part of this sprint race. To be honest. Um, man, Alonso is falling off the back of Lando. Lando's still not like doing anything to overtake Stroll though. My goodness, what is up with Lando right now? I mean, he's got Lance Stroll and an Aston Martin holding him up right now. Like, my goodness, Albon had a little peek on. Is that Fernando Alonso had a little peek of Fernando Alonso into the final hairpin? I bet I'll have him into turn one. Ooh, Lawson over Ocon. This good, simple overtake. Nice one. Albon is looking like he's trying to overtake. Antonelli, ooh, having a little peek on Tsunoda, but not quite there. Albon didn't seem to have enough straight line to get Alonso into turn one. Go for a move there. Hamilton is, I mean, he's just going faster. I mean, yeah, he'll be taking this win. He seems to be taking that win. Hadjar about to overtake Bortoleto. Ooh. Trying again. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that is good. That is some good racing by the two rookies there. That is some good racing. Bortoleto holding off Hadjar. Well done. Well done by Bortoleto holding him off right there. I mean, we really is kind of just DRS training these final 10 positions. It's kind of nice though, because it could make some real compact, wild racing possibly. Verstappen's either pushing it, closing in on Hamilton there. There we go. There we go. We're gonna have a battle between the two. We're gonna have a battle between. Oh, and Piastri's in there too now. Lando's complaining because he messed up his tires. Lando messed his tires up, so he's useless in this race. He's not going to score points. Championship's over. Piastri's won. Battle for the top three is going to be this. This should liven up in a couple of laps if Piastri seems to be falling back behind again though. Russell, no man's land in P4, exactly where he wants to be though. Antonelli still on the back of Tsunoda, but not really able to get anything on him. Albon seeming to fall back from Alonso at the moment. Still in DRS range, but falling back a bit. But here we go. Can we have a battle for the front with the DRS? Yeah, I think he's too far away to make anything here. Too far away here, but he might be able to get him on. He might be able to make some sort of move into turn one. Oh man, you could have this could be a fun one happening between the top two right here. Oh my gosh. Can he have it? I think he's still too far back for turn one. You never know. It's Verstappen. He could do something. No, he won't. He's right on the back of Lewis, though. That's some fun. Ooh, Hadjar. Look, what is this? Hadjar going for overtake on Gasly. He's had Bortoleto somewhere. Going on an overtake for Gasly. Didn't quite get it, though. Antonelli trying on Tsunoda in turn one. Not quite getting it. Verstappen hanging on the back of Hamilton right now. Other than that, not really much going on. There's a few people trying to make some moves, not quite getting them done and staying in position. Hadjar got Bortoleto at some point, though. I didn't see when. It looks like Hadjar's about... little look for Hadjar and Gasly. Not quite there, though. Not quite there, though, for Hadjar. Not getting there. As Verstappen's just got a message to look after the tires as he's backed off of Hamilton a bit. Gasly is on the back of Sainz still, not really making many inroads on an overtake, it looks like. I think Hadjar is going to get Gasly before Gasly gets Sainz. You never know, though. You never know. Norris now going even slower. My goodness, he is washed. Just completely washed. Ooh, go on, Hadjar. Hadjar's side by side with Gasly, the DRS. Both of them are DRS, though, so it's equalizing. Hughes could be braver on the brakes. Ooh! Here goes Hadjar. Going. He's got him. He's got Gasly, and he's into P14. Now he can hunt down for Sainz. Let's see if he can hunt down on Sainz. Gasly trying to get, no, back again, though. On the outside, as Portoletto goes, oh, my goodness. Gasly gets the outside of Hadjar. Portoletto holds on, and maybe, oh, no. Wow. Gasly gets back ahead of Hadjar. Can Portoletto hold on against Lawson, though? No, he cannot into turn 3. Lawson's got Portoletto, but Portoletto's having another peek at Lawson. See if he can get it back. Wow. This is some good battling going on outside of the points, that's for sure. Wow. My goodness. These guys are, I mean, they're racing beautifully. I mean, this is 5 cars within like a tenth of each other almost. Just absolutely racing each other. I think Lawson might have lost the front of his front wing. Or is that, wait, is that Max? Max has lost a chunk of his front wing. Max has lost a chunk of his front wing, I think. I think that's on, is that Max? Was that off of Max's car? That said got the Mobile 1, or was it off of Lawson? No, Max has his, so Lawson must have lost a chunk of his front wing. Oh! Go on, Hadjar. Hadjar having a little peek at... Is that Sainz? Gasly's gotten Sainz. Hadjar had a little peek at Sainz as well. Piastri looking like he's lining up a move on Verstappen soon. Doohan is catching up against Ocon right now. Behrman doing really well just holding on to P12. Can I just go and say that? Just holding on to P12, you know? Just holding on to P12 as if nothing's happening at the moment. Oh, man. This is quite exciting, but I'm very bad at talking. Lawson's having a peek at Hadjar here. As Bortoletto, oh, it looks like he tried to have a little peek at Lawson, but then he fell off away from him. Looks like Ocon might be able to have a peek at Bortoletto as well. Let's see here. Lawson, I mean, they're in the mid sector. They're not going to really be doing too much overtaking here, but they're going to line up. Hadjar's almost looking like he's lining up for whatever turn that is. Turn, what is it, 12? Coming out of 13 now. He's going to have the DRS on him. Lawson's going to have DRS on Hadjar as well, though. We'll see how this goes. Gasly's clearing Sainz. It's almost as it's seeming like Sainz's tires are gone. Hadjar, yeah, easy with the DRS. I think Lawson might take him as well. Yeah, Lawson's going to get him as well on the braking. Or he's going to make contact with yet another driver. I don't know. Nope. Clean overpass. Sainz is struggling. He's got to have some sort of problem, whether it's tires. Oh, he's going to the pits. I think he's going to go in to retire. It seems like Carlos is going in to retire the car. Yeah, I mean, he got overtaken so easily. What do we have going up near the top of the grid at the moment? Verstappen a second and a half down from Hamilton. Piastri not far behind, though. Sainz, it looks like it was his tires. Sainz's tires were just completely gone. Completely gone, it seems, so he had to pit. Interesting. Very interesting. News on Lando Norris. He's even more washed now. 3 seconds behind Stroll. Stroll is within DRS of Antonelli, just about. Hold on. Did Lance Stroll just remember how to drive a Formula One car? I think Lance Stroll just started to remember how to drive a Formula One car this season. My goodness, he actually is like driving a Formula One car properly. Wow. Here goes Piastri DRS right on the back of Verstappen. He's not going to do anything into turn one. There's no way he's doing anything in turn one there. But it's gotten him close. He'll probably make a move onto the back straight is my guess. I wouldn't think he would make much. Maybe it might make a move into turn 6. You never know, but yeah, I mean Hamilton's in control of this race at this point, right? I mean, he is in control of this race at the moment. Update on Tsunoda Antonelli. Antonelli still has not made it has not gotten over Tsunoda. Tsunoda's doing a brilliant job of defending against Antonelli at the moment. Norris is washed. Completely and utterly washed. Look at that. Wow. Leclerc and Russell are just kind of running their own races at this point. They're just kind of running their own race at this point. Far away from pretty much everyone. Yeah. Alonso Albon spaced out. Behrman doing well to not be in the, not be down with Gasly and everyone behind there. But yeah, especially in that Haas, doing pretty good for what that Haas is. Oscar's right on the back of Verstappen now, though. Let's see if he goes from move into turn one. Let's find out. Got the DRS. Is he gonna make a move into turn one? Max goes to the inside line to defend. Can he go on the outside? Not quite. Nope. Can't really do anything. Max is just too good at his job. Max is just too good at his job. Way too good at his job. Hadjar making some inroads on Gasly. Looking like he's wanting to get that position against Gasly. That would be a pretty nice overtake from him. Lawson not far behind them at the moment. Max saying both of his front tires are dead. Seems, my goodness, the front tires are just getting destroyed by this circuit. It looks like, is that Bortoleto? No, that's Hulkenberg on the back of Doohan. Sorry. Hulkenberg on the back of Doohan. The battle for the Dookie. the Dookie places. It's Bortoleto seems to be falling back from Lawson. It seems like Ocon's just staying behind him, though. Nothing really happened there. We have DRS for Piastri. What does he do going into turn 16? 14. Turn 14, and he does nothing. He just stays behind him. Wow, so boring. Hopefully he'll get in the first turn. I'm going to take a peek at Hadjar real quick, as Hadjar is going to have DRS on Gasly, and Lawson's going to have DRS as well, all there. Here goes Piastri. He's going to make a move. Nope, he's not. He's going to sit right behind Verstappen and be boring. Hadjar behind Gasly has DRS, but is it going to be enough? I don't think it will to get Gasly. Unless he makes a bold move. No, he's not going to. Yeah, he's just too far behind. That would have been an insane dive bomb. Right on the back of him still. Maybe he can get him into turn one, possibly. Hulkenberg right on the back of Doohan, still really trying to get that move. But doing a pretty good job of holding on. Antonelli still being held off by Tsunoda. Hadjar, oh, tried for the outside of what turn was that, actually? Oh, that was turn one, wasn't it? Yeah, that was turn one, outside of turn one. My goodness. That was almost perfectly insane. Man, my microphone is clipping like crazy. Oh, wow. This is some fun racing against Hadjar Gasly, that's for sure. Hulkenberg having a real good battle as well. But here we go, Oscar Piastri with DRS on the final couple corners. Can he do it into the hairpin? It's looking like he is going to get in the hairpin. Can Max do any defending there? Not really. There he goes. Piastri on to P2. Now, is he going to go and chase down Hamilton? That would be amazing if he can take down. Max now also has DRS. Can he make a move back? Can Max make a move back on Piastri? It doesn't look like he can, but he's still holding on. He might be able to make a move later on in the lap. But he just does not seem to have the front tires to really battle Piastri at the moment. He just does not seem to have what he needs to battle for it right now. Let's see here. Antonelli looking like he's going to have a peek into turn 1, maybe turn 2. Nope. He's going to hold off. Let's see here. Verstappen seeming to lose a little bit more time against Piastri at the moment. Seems most things are seeming to balance out here. Hulkenberg did get doing and has blasted off away from doing as well. Just almost out of DRS zone there. I think he actually is now, isn't he? All right. Hamilton doing an absolute masterclass of winning from pole here. My goodness. What do we have here? We have Tsunoda. Look, is that Stroll catching up onto Antonelli? Norris finally caught up to Stroll. My goodness, took him long enough. Let's see here. Down the grid, Hadjar is still on the back of Gasly, who's now getting onto the back of Behrman. Ooh, lockup by Gasly. That could lead to more tire deg on those front tires, which everyone's been struggling with. It's seeming like Norris might overtake Stroll in turn 1. Antonelli on the back of Yuki, like he's been the whole race. Can he do anything? Not really. Norris staying behind Stroll still. I mean, yeah. Antonelli's got to try and move here soon. Surely he's going to have to try and move here against Yuki sometime soon. Leclerc's now on the back of George Russell, though. So that could be another position for Leclerc and for Ferrari. Behrman has gotten overtaken by Gasly. So that puts Gasly just a bit more bit closer to, I don't know, something. something. I don't know what, just something. Going against Albon, maybe? I don't know. Wouldn't really do anything much. It was a nice turnaround around the outside in the turn 1. It was real nice. Showing it on the live feed now, actually. Here we go. We have Leclerc, back straight, not quite having enough to get past Russell quite yet. I'm trying to look at like all the onboards at the same time as the main race, and it's just very difficult to pay attention to all of it. Norris has gotten past Stroll. Stroll trying to fight back, but doesn't seem like he has the car to. There we go. Norris blasting off. Now he's going to go hunt down Antonelli. Probably hunt down Antonelli. Leclerc on the back of Russell. That should be another point. Hadjar is currently battling out with Behrman. Going into final turn. We've got the DRS on the pit straight. What can he do? What can Lawson do behind? Nothing at all but stay in position for now. Hamilton is, my gosh, almost 6 seconds ahead. He's gonna win its 8th title. Hamilton is gonna win his 8th title. Oh my gosh, it's gonna happen. Oh my gosh, Forza Ferrari, it's gonna happen. Got Leclerc on the back of Russell. Can he get him here? That would be fun if he could get him. Can he get him? No, because DRS. Just DRS train. How are we going looking for Norris? Catching Antonelli. Not quite in DRS yet. He'll have DRS next lap, I do believe. Oh, Antonelli's right on the back of Sonoda, though. What can he's dropped back behind. Oh, here we go. What can Antonelli do into turn one? Can Antonelli do anything into turn one? Ooh! Oh, Leclerc's. Oh. Dude, Leclerc is on the rear of Russell. I mean, he is right on the rear of Russell. Antonelli's right on the rear of Tsunoda. Norris is now right on the rear of Antonelli. Oh my gosh, Leclerc and Russell battling out beautifully. Ooh, ooh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Whew. Lawson almost just took out Behrman. Holy cow. By the way, Hadjar's gotten ahead of Behrman. Lawson almost just ran into the back of Behrman. Looks like Lawson's just gotten an overtake on Behrman now. Yep, he has confirmed he's lost Scott overhead. Probably because he didn't want to get run into like everyone else that Lawson's overtaken. Behrman seems to be out of tires. Ooh, Bortoletto just tapped the back of Behrman and lost a bunch of pace and let Ocon just overtake him. Ooh, lost a lot of time. Had to slow down due to Behrman stamped on the brakes. And Ocon said, "I'll take that." And now he's about to take his teammate. Let's go, Lewis. It was what a dominant win by Lewis. I didn't even realize it was already lap 19, to be honest. I was not even focusing on the front. Won his first sprint race with Ferrari. Wow. Let's take a look. What do we have? Tsunoda's looking like he's Tsunoda points. Tsunoda points. Only 1 point for Lando Norris. That's... Ooh. And Alpine's doing spun. Doing just spun. Doing just spun? I didn't see what happened. But they just spun in the hairpin. Was that Hulkenberg tagged him? Or did he tag? He tried to make a... Ah. He smashed into Bortoletto. I see. He tried to overtake Bortoletto. Overdid it. Smashed into Bortoletto. And, yep. Spun Bortoletto around. Wow. Okay. That was a pretty good sprint race. I mean, if this is how it goes on Sunday, I'm not going to be saying Forza Ferrari Hamilton 8th, but if this is how it goes on Sunday, I might have to, I might just have to. I'd say good race for Behrman. Held on to P12 for the longest time in a car that should not be in P12. Finished ahead of his teammate, so that's good. Bortoletto finishing ahead of Hulkenberg. So that's good. Stroll finishing ahead of Alonso. Oh, that's not good. Not good for him, man. Lawson, 19th to 14th. So, that's a pretty good movement for him. Hopefully he'll do better in proper qualifying. He looked pretty solid in the race, though. He did look pretty solid so far in the race. Tsunoda doing a great job of holding off Antonelli in a faster car. Did a good job holding off Antonelli in a faster car. So Yeah. Wow. Man. My goodness. First win for Lewis in Ferrari. May not be a Grand Prix win, but it is a win. That's got to be a real bump. I mean, that's his second weekend at Ferrari, and he's taken sprint pole and sprint win over his teammate. I mean, that is got to be a real big booster for him. That's got to be a real big booster for him. Not a good. So let's hear. Not a good race for Lando. I would say pretty good race for Gasly, making up 5 positions. Good race for Lawson. Not a good race for Doohan or Sainz. Not a good race for Doohan or Sainz. Pretty solid race for Antonelli. Battling Tsunoda the whole time. Probably should have been able to overtake him. But, hard to say. Mediocre race for Leclerc. Pretty good race. I mean, good race for Piastri getting a position. I mean, I think that was pretty good, as good as Max could have hoped for. I think that was as good as Max could have hoped for in that race. Yeah. I think that was kind of the best he could have hoped for was P3. Russell doing good to get Leclerc at the beginning and then made a good gap and then held him off at the end. Real good for Russell. And obviously Hamilton. My goodness. Lewis Hamilton back on the top step of the podium with a Ferrari. I guess it's not on the podium though because it's not a Grand Prix, is it? So it's not quite on the top step of the podium, but taking a win. Sprint win. Not a good race for the Salvers, obviously. My goodness. I mean, they both of them beat Doohan. So, yeah. I'd say a pretty solid race for Albon. For where he, where that Williams seems to be. I'd say that was pretty good race. All right. What is the Formula 1 or F1, whatever it is, Formula 1 Academy, 2 a.m. Ooh. Qualifying at 3 a.m. Oh. I'm gonna try and wake up for that. Highly doubt that's gonna happen. Let's see here. What does that do for the championship standings as of right now for the championship standings? Norris still leads by 2 points to GOAT, Max Verstappen. And then GOAT, Russell, by 4 points behind him. Then GOAT, Antonelli, is 6 points behind Russell. And then GOATed Albon, still P5. Piastri moves up to P6. Hamilton moves up to P7 in the standings. Leclerc is behind Stroll in the standings. Tied on points, though. Tsunoda moves up to 11 in the standings with 3 points. And then doesn't matter. Everybody else doesn't matter. Whatever. None of them matter. None of the rest matter. They don't have points at all. I mean, the top 11 in the standings have points right now because Norris, Verstappen, Russell, Antonelli, Albon, Piastri, Hamilton, Stroll, Leclerc, Hülkenberg, Tsunoda are all the drivers with points. Then it goes Gasly, Ocon, Behrman, and that's as low as this graphic will go at the moment. So I'm too lazy to actually go look it up on Formula1.com. As in the constructor standings, McLaren are still just ahead of Mercedes. They were tied on points for 27 each. McLaren scored one extra point than Mercedes did, thanks to Lando Norris finally remembering how to drive a Formula 1 car at the very end and passing Stroll to get P8. So they are 1 point ahead of Mercedes in the standings. 10-point gap down to Red Bull. Wow. 10-point gap down to Red Bull. Then we have Ferrari with 17 points. Then down to Williams with 10. Aston still have 8. Sauber still 6. Minardi now have 3 points, so that's good for them. And Alpine and Haas still no points. Gasly was he was close to P10, so that's promising for the main race. Yeah, that's promising. That is very promising, though, for Gasly, at least. Not doing down P20. Not a good race for him. Very promising for Gasly, though, being P12. P12 is sprint race. So perhaps, qualifying better for Gasly. If qualifying could go better for Gasly, then he might be able to get a point or two, maybe. You never know. Stroll and Alonso both, P9, P10 in this, so it seems like Aston are exactly where they were last season of getting points and just barely being there and being just ignored because they'll either finish P5 or P6 in the standings by being very mediocre. But because Williams has been, because Williams is showing promise, they'll probably be like 6, maybe. I don't know. You take a look at where they finished for sprint race. Taking a look at for main race, Albon was close behind Alonso. Alonso just completely dropped off from Stroll. Stroll held on to Antonelli for a bit and then started dropping off near the end. It's difficult to say. Obviously Gasly could be in there as well. You never know about, you still have qualifying to go as well. You've got proper qualifying to go. And obviously proper qualifying is going to be different than sprint qualifying because you have the difference of not using mediums for Q1 and Q2. And some cars do better qualifying on softs versus mediums or whatever. Some cars run better on different tire compounds. So if running Q1 on a soft helps out the Alpines, maybe then that could make a difference. You never know. And then obviously the race, it looked like, in terms of race pace, I would want to say, I almost want to say Ferrari actually might have the quickest car. But something in me says that still probably McLaren has the actual quickest car. But Hamilton is goated. If I were to wager anything, I would say it's going to be the 2 McLarens, the 2 Ferraris, the 2 Mercedes, and Verstappen in, that top 7. And then I'm going to say Tsunoda 8, Stroll 9, Albon 10, Gasly 11, Alonso 12. I think Lawson 13, Hadjar 14, Sainz, Ocon doing Behrman, Bortoletto, Hulkenberg. I think that's everyone. Something along those lines is my guess for the race. I would say in terms of Antonelli P7, P6. I want to say probably George. P5. Probably. I mean, I was looking at race pace. Honestly, I don't know. P5 is kind of a debate for me. Leclerc. 4 Norris, 3 Verstappen, 2 Piastri, 1 Hamilton. I think it's going to finish very similar to how it did today. I mean, to be honest, that's what I think. I mean, obviously, you never know. Pit stops could be messed up. Maybe McLarens do better on the hard tire and in the race, and then the Ferraris do. You never know, but maybe you know what? Without being held up by Verstappen, maybe Piastri gets the win, going up against Hamilton. What on earth is this music? Why is Christmas music going on? What the heck is Christmas? Why is Christmas music? I don't know why Christmas music was playing. I just played Stream Beats, and that's what happened. That's just what happened. I put on Stream Beats for this stream, and it randomly went to Christmas music at some point, and I just didn't notice. Yeah, I mean, that was... I enjoyed that. I'll say it. I'll be the first to say I enjoyed that, even though I very much despise sprint races because it's just like, why? What's the point? But I enjoyed it. I'll tell you what, I enjoyed it. I still think it's a waste of time. I still personally think that sprint races are a waste of time. You know, I still think they're a bit of a waste of time. But that one was enjoyable. That one was it was a enjoyable sprint race. Yeah, that was pretty enjoyable. Yeah, I mean I got nothing else to say at this point. It definitely seemed like Lewis in clean air was very fast. Other drivers, most of them were not in clean air and just could not overtake. Yeah, it felt like a lot of drivers could not really overtake an insane amount. But at the same time, it was also a good amount of overtakes at the back. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see on Sunday on whether or not it's gonna be a good race or not. Yes. Yeah. Well, that's all I can say is we will see. Really no real way. I mean, yeah. But I mean, like you saw, like Yuki was in clean air and he didn't really make any. I mean, obviously, like he's in a RB. He's not gonna make an insane amount of headway against Leclerc and a Ferrari. But still, I mean, I think Yuki did good. But I mean, you saw Antonelli with Yuki, the dirty air. He just couldn't overtake. He has the better car. He just couldn't overtake dirty air. It seemed the same with everyone. But Lando was also. I mean, Lando was in clear air for the longest time and just kept losing time to Stroll. So I don't know. I really do not know at this point. What I do know is that it's now midnight, and I do want to get up for qualifying. I need to go to bed now, or I will not. Yeah, there's no way I make it to 3 a.m. So I'm gonna go ahead in the stream, and then maybe stream qualifying. There's 0 people that are watching this anyway. I might stream, maybe. You never know. There's a possibility if I am not asleep, I might. Or if I'm still just awake but I don't feel like getting out of bed, then I'm just gonna watch it on my phone. All right. See if that happens. Hey, buddy.